How long does it take to know, or when do you know if the person you're dating is a keeper? I'm going to be getting into this because I have one myself. My husband is a keeper. And I'm going to be getting into this in just a moment, right after this. My general rule of whether or not you are dating a keeper. This is for anyone who is old enough to know, mature enough that they have experience, they know about the ups and downs, the bads and goods of dating. After you have gotten a little maturity and a little background in your past, the general rule I have is actually, this is surprising maybe, but in 2 to 3 months of dating, not before. Not before. You can definitely learn it after, but in 2 to 3 months of dating, you'll know if the person you're dating is right for you. If you have experience, you've seen a lot of the ups and downs, you know generally what's good for you and what's a little shady and causes you question. That's my general rule. 2 to 3 months. You have the signs, you have enough signs and enough signals to tell you basically what you're dealing with. You might ignore those signals. You might choose to say, no, well, this person seems really nice. But you have enough signals to know if that person's right or wrong. Whether you deny them or not, whether you choose to see them, they are there for you to see them. And I'm just speaking because I have ignored the signs numerous times in the past. And I have also seen them and said, no way. But there have been times when I took it to like over a year, or the first time I was dating somebody who was wrong for me, I took it to 5 or 6 years when I was in my early 20s. More recently, I would say 3, 4, 5 years ago, I have taken it to over a year. So if you don't want to make that mistake, open your eyes. And when the signs are there, heed them. But then again, if you need to learn certain lessons, you're going to learn the lessons no matter what. And anyone else who tells you something about your situation cannot make you see it. They can tell you till they're blue in the face. But if you have lessons to learn and you're not ready to learn them yet, you're going to keep going on this crazy up and down path. That's just the truth, the sad truth, and the happy truth if you heed it and realize what you're looking at early. Another little tip is if you are in your 20s, there are very rare people who know in their early 20s and are very mature and can find their right soulmate for the rest of their lives. But most people in their 20s are just not ready to see what's really going on. They don't even know themselves well enough. So I don't mean any insults on this, but if you don't know yourself deep enough, how you're going to be for the rest of your life, how can you choose your life partner? This is why a lot of people end up breaking up after being together for a while when they met in their early 20s, because people realize who they really are, make changes in the way they think. They may have thought that really deeply early on, but they didn't really come to understand it until maybe in their 30s. So if you meet someone later in life, it's a higher chance of working out. Not saying it can't happen in your 20s, because it can. When people know themselves or they're willing to really hold on to whatever they had with the person for longer than they think you would normally. There's lots of reasons, but it is a little more challenging to find someone in your 20s. When you're in your 30s, maybe a little further in your 30s, like 34 and up, that's just a general range. It's different for everyone, but it has a much higher chance of your relationship sticking. I hope this video really helped someone just to get a general perspective about when and the time you usually really will understand if you're looking with eyes wide open and if you have a little experience under your belt. Or if you're willing to hold on to that person, no matter what, it could happen earlier. Going through ups and downs and changes and huge changes in how you look at yourself or look at them. It can still work even if you meet when you're earlier in your 20s. So hopefully this helps somebody today. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my video. And there are a lot more of these life lesson and life learning lifestyle videos coming up. Thanks so much for listening.